Pistol Pete, ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cowboys will put it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Catch in the middle. It's Royer. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. It's caught. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Getting worked on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Sorsby. They're setting up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Was to pass. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to pass. It's Flores. Under fire. And it's incomplete on third down.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs, man. If you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The option look. He'll toss it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Flores. He's got him in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Reads it, fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Grabbed over the middle, it's Royer. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Snagged in the middle, it's Royer. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Cincinnati.
And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Got his man out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
On the direct snap, it's Royer. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Turning it on. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brock. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's in open space downfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
To throw, it's Sorsby. Pocket breaking down. The sure hands, it's Allen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Walker. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Caldwell. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
That's caught. It's Walker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Sorsby. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Got a man, it's Davis. They'll immediately call timeout.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back to throw time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Flores. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And finally, the offense offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the run, it's Walker. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to get it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Back to throw, it's Flores. Pulls it in, it's Freeman. Oh, he got loose. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46. The Cowboys are on the move.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run play action. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it work.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Hunt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive and to do that.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The give to the tailback. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here's a heat. At midfield, he's got room. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been display this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Flips it out on the screen. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Leaves it with the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking for space, it's Walker. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that.
Oh, he's got some space. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. You can score a touchdown. This thing's basically over. You know, in this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Trying to slam in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And how about the defense? They're trying to end this thing themselves. You got to lead. You're in a good spot. 2 sacks in a row, now forcing a 4th down late in this football game.
4th down, gotta have it here. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with